Hello and welcome to our third session of Jazz Dance with me, Pamela Lehan-Siegel. If you haven't been here for the other two sessions, that is fine. But if you have, then you can build on your skills and have fun with me for the next 20 to 25 minutes, moving with jazz dance. As I said, my name is Pamela Lehan-Siegel, and I have been a teacher here in town of dance and movement for 25 years. I teach at a couple of different schools, and I have gone into your schools and taught, sometimes with my husband, Mark Siegel. Before that, I danced professionally. That means I toured the country doing dance performances up on stages in New York City. And then before that, I went to college in Utah where I danced. So I've been dancing my entire life, and I am so happy to share with you today, for this short amount of time that we have, a little bit about jazz dance basics. So let's talk a little bit about the history of jazz, or the history of jazz dance, but I'll keep it brief because this is really a dance class, but it's very important that you know the roots or the origins. Jazz music and jazz dance started in the early 1900s, although the people who were involved with the creation of the jazz dance were the slaves and other immigrants who came from Europe. For whatever reasons, they were here, and the cultures melded together and created both jazz music and jazz dance. Jazz music actually is a very important aspect of the evolution of jazz dance. So I wanted to introduce to you in a very short 50-second clip some of the famous jazz musicians of the 1920s. Now, before we start the little short video, I just wanted to tell you that jazz music and jazz dance are evolving, changing, growing. So even this music that you'll hear, that is from the early 1920s. And some of the music that I'll use today is jazz music and jazz dance as it's progressed through the years. So swing music, the Charleston, the Lindy Hop. There are so many different things that include jazz music and jazz dance. But let's have a quick look at some of the famous jazz musicians in history. All right, the short clip, and the last person that you saw up on the screen is the famous Louis Armstrong. His music was actually playing. He was known for his trumpet playing. Many of you might know this already, but also his distinctive voice. So later on, when I'm doing some of the warm-ups, you'll also hear Louis Armstrong's voice. We will also use another great who was listed up there, Duke Ellington. So you'll get to hear some Duke Ellington today. But let's get ready to prepare for our short session here. All right, preparation of our space. Well, I have a large dance studio, but many of you are in your homes and you have a small space. That's okay. You can dance and move. What I've devised for you today to explore and experience doesn't take a lot of space. Just have to be able to take a few steps, 4 or 5 steps each direction. I'll explain my little square there later on. We're not doing any big high kicks or anything like that. So if you have enough space clear of furniture, statues, or anything you might have that could get broken, but it's sort of obvious when you're going to dance, right, that you need to probably move some things to the side just to give yourself the freedom. The other thing is the best thing to wear are just clothes that you can move in, right? I happen to have jazz pants and these jazz shoes here, these nice jazz shoes that I can move my feet in, but they're not required for jazz dance. I'm a jazz teacher, so I have all the equipment. Just something, sweatpants, shorts, something that you can move in so you can experience your best day of jazz dance. Let's see, water. Water's good to have, just in case. Keep the body hydrated, right? You may not feel thirsty, but the muscles work better when they have water. It's good to drink water throughout your day, whether you're sitting at your computer or moving around. So I got my water here. I'm going to get started for the day. Anything else about preparation? You know, basically just your mind to prepare for this. This is not something you have to concentrate on hard. It's an opportunity to free yourself up a little bit. So if there are steps or movements that you find difficult or you don't feel like doing right now, just have a look at it, free up your mind, just say, okay, I'm going to go for this and I'm going to do my best. And breathe, of course, because breathing is all important. But we know these things. So I would like to get started. I'm looking at my notes here. That's why I'm looking down, with a warm-up of the body. The basic way that jazz dancers and jazz teachers like to have people warming up is through using isolations. Of course, isolation means by itself, right? So we will use different parts of the body working independently from the others, right? You'll see as I'm doing it what we're going to be doing. Ribs, hips, feet, whatever it is, isolating. Later on when you're dancing, you won't just isolate, but you'll move your whole body. And that's one of the characteristics of jazz dance, whether it's the well-known vernacular jazz dance that started way back in the 20s, that was low down to the ground. And yeah, it looks a lot different from the jazz dance that's up on stages on Broadway shows, but they all use a nice connection to the floor, a looseness, and an ability to use isolation. So I am going to put on some music for this warm-up. I'm taking off my microphone so it doesn't fight with the music. Okay. And this music, you will hear Louis Armstrong singing in the background while I'm talking. And we will also hear Duke Ellington. It's a song called It Don't Mean a Thing. All right, let's do it. Let me get my music ready. And you should be standing in your little space there, whatever size it is, big, small, medium, and follow me. I hear that trumpet. Louis speaking to us. Shoulders are down, relax. Just start with the head. Down, up, down, up, down. Your cranium working. Now stop in the middle. Side, side. Don't move your shoulders. Stop in the middle.
What good is melody? What good is music?
Head side to side.
Sweet. Now it ain't the melody, and it ain't the music. There's something else that makes this tune go.
Front, back,
yes, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Side to side.
Well, it don't mean a thing. All you got to do is sing.
Swing, swing, swing your head, swing. Sometimes it goes fast. Swing, swing, let it loose. There.
Just give that rhythm everything you got.
Let's move to the shoulders. Shoulders up.
If it ain't got that swing.
Now, one shoulder at a time.
It don't mean a thing, don't mean a thing. If it ain't got that swing, boy.
One down, one up. Shoulders can roll.
And all you got to do is sing back.
Other one.
Now it makes no difference if you sweet or hot. Just to give that rhythm everything you got.
My humerus bone is moving. The deltoid muscles, I like to use the anatomical. Now reach your hands up and down. Make sure you're taking a nice deep breath up. Let's get the ribs isolating. All right, ribs, lift them up like you're moving a package over to the side, and to the other side. Don't stop in the middle, just go side, side. This takes a little practice, sometimes in front of a mirror. Stop in the middle. Ribs can go front and back. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see them. Like you're trying to keep them. Hips in place. Front, back. Now, stop in the middle. We're going to go front, side, back, side. With the ribs. Ready, set, go. Now, circle them around. All right, feet come together a little bit. Toes straight front. I'm just bouncing to the music a little bit. Move your pelvis to the side. Oop, music is up. That means our 3 minutes are up. But I just wanted to stop it for a minute. And we'll finish up with the hips, 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 hips. Right? We're just getting the whole body ready for a good jazz day. And hips can do the hula hoop too. They can go around in a circle. Elvis the pelvis. I call name it after Elvis Presley. Might have heard of him. Like that. And then the legs and feet. I'm going to put on a little bit of that same music. As I said, the distinctive voice of Louis Armstrong and his instrument, the trumpet. Just a little bit more because then we got to get into some other things. All right, let's listen to Louis and Duke again. Okay, I got to cue up my phone here because I do a little bit with the feet. Oh, my pants, so you can see that. All right. Take one foot and just try to circle the ankle around. Good for balance. Focus. And the other one. The feet have 26 bones, 30 muscles. Wow. There's a lot down there. All right. Let's just flex and point. Flex. 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 Other one. Flex. Pull the toes back. Point.
Now it ain't the melody, and it ain't the music. There's something
now,
else that
just the hands. All right. Take your pinky finger in. Then the next one. Pull it down. Push it out. In. Out. Other one. Jazz hand is out like this. Pull it in. Out. And all right, we're getting loosened up here. Let's just do one quick stretch. You go as far as you can, but no pressure, right? Put one leg back. If you can go really far, that's good. If you can't, that's good too. And switch to the other one.
I said, don't get a thing, and all you got to do is sing back.
Sometimes I like to turn out and just stretch to the side too. Right? Gentle stretch. Spider to the other side. He's talking about swinging. Let's just do one quick swing. 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 And we'll stop that. Okay. Put my glasses back on. I check the time. Okay. Hopefully your body feels a little more ready to do some things. So we are going to move on to vocabulary and skills. That is why I have my colorful square. Well, this is really a lime green on the screen. It kind of looks like white. It's to learn a jazz square. All right, let's practice. Stand on one corner of the square. This leg is ready to go, but it's going to trace across. 1, back, 2, side, 3, front, 4. This is called a jazz square. It's done sometimes slowly, sometimes quickly. 1, back, 2, side, 3, and 4. The only thing to remember when you're practicing it, without a square or with, because you might not have a handy-dandy square there. Let me stand over here. Is that you cross your leg and make the top part of the square, then step back to make the back part, side and front. So in our dance, when I say across and back and side and front, across and back and side and front, you are learning or practicing your jazz square. It easily can be done by crossing with the other leg. Lots of jazz dance these days, use the jazz square. Something to practice, but I'm going to have to get rid of this for now because we have to go on to our scissor step. Now, you may not have that jazz square down yet, but it's always something to practice. You can get items, scarves, anything you want to make your square, and just remember to go cross-eyed. Okay, moving on to the scissor step. Scissor, open and close, right? Got the scissor in here like this. I'm going to face back here like this so you can see. This one you don't cross first. You step out first, then you cross in front, and you jump out with your toes in the air. Step to the side, cross, jump, toes in the air. Side, cross, toes in the air. Side, cross, toes in the air. Or heel touching the ground. Okay? Let's try it a little bit faster. Always think of stepping to the side, then jumping across with your other leg, and then out to the side. Step, cross, and out. Step, cross, and out. Step, cross, and out. Step, cross. Arms can do anything. For now, I'm just going to keep them on my waist so they don't get in my way. Oh, let me get up here. Step, cross, and out. Step, cross, out. It can be done just with a step, cross, out, right? But I like to add the little jump. Step and out, cross and out. Scissor steps are used in tap dance. But you know, tap dance has a history that kind of goes along with jazz dance. A lot of jazz dancers love and study tap too. So if you're one of those people, well, then you have an advantage. But if you don't, we're all going to learn together. All right, let's go on to the next one because we're going to run out of time here. 3-step turn. Well, it's exactly what it says. It's 3 steps, right? Okay, here I go. No crossing yet. Step, 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 and then you get ready with this leg. You can clap 2 times, whatever. The 3-step turn. 1, 2, 3, clap, clap. 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 Okay, we did it. we have done now a jazz square. Yes, that's a quick review. We've done our scissor step. And we have done our 3-step turn that you just practiced. Let's end our vocabulary list here with a fan kick. And we're not talking about a fan that you plug in. We're talking about the old-fashioned fans. Yes, which some of you might have some of those too. And your leg goes across like that. Like a fan, right? Going across. Fan, fan, fan. You're using your rotation in the hip area, your long femur bone. Fan, fan, fan. All right, let's put it together. I'm going to put on some music for you for this, and we're going to do each of the steps. Let me check my notes to make sure. Each of the steps 2 times slowly and then 4 times faster. So it'll start with slow jazz squares. Then we'll do 4 faster jazz squares. Right? You just try to follow along. Then we'll do the scissors. Slow scissors, and then faster scissors. Then we'll do the 3-step turns, slow and fast, but not super fast. But the fan kicks stay slow. All right. We are going to use some music for this too. Oh boy. Yeah, we're still good. All right. This is going to be using a jazz funk band called Earth, Wind, and Fire for our routine, okay? And we are going to learn the steps in the order, right? Dance routine, yep, there we go. You see it on the screen. Dance routine. It's the same steps you just learned. As I said, you do it 2 times slowly, then 4 times faster. Okay, we can do it without music, but I think I just want to put on that music since you know it goes jazz, square, scissor step, 3-step turn, fan kick. Just like you saw up there, right? Dance routine has, let's say it again. What does it have first? It has jazz square, 2 times slow, 4 times fast. Then it has your scissor step. Then it has your 3-step turn, and it ends with the fan kicks, which are not slow, but medium slow. All right. I'm going to put on that music. I think you're going to see across your screen the musician. The band is called Earth, Wind, and Fire, and it's not old-fashioned jazz. It's jazz. I called it jazz funk because it has a different feel to it, and it evolved in, let's say, the 1970s. Yeah, more like the 1970s, although they're still around. Okay, Serpentine Fire by Earth, Wind, and Fire. All right, I am going to face towards the back so you can follow my feet, and we'll get it going. Because I want to do some improv after this, even if it's brief, because improv is fun. I was down to get ready. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back one. Ready for the out, hold. 1, hold, 4, back one. Front, out, front, out, front. 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, flat, flat. 1, 2, 3, center. Bang it, bang it, bang it, bang it, and just walk around. So you're going to start again. 5, 6, jazz square, ready, go. Faster. Scissors. 4 backwards. Okay. I just put them together for you, but we have a few minutes, like 5 minutes, to do your movement. Okay, so I have chosen 3 different selections. We'll see if we have time for all 3 of them. One is more historical. It's from the 1930s, and it's a band called the Benny Goodman Band, a song called Sing, Sing, Sing. And then I have a couple of others if we have time for those too. Now, improvisation. Oh yeah, improvisation. That's where you get to move any way the music's telling you. What is your mood right then? Do you feel it in your shoulders? Listen to the music. Do you feel it in your hips? Do your feet feel like jumping around? It's up to you. I'll make some suggestions at first if you want to follow along with me, and then you can move any way you want. That's the fun of expressing with improvisation and music. Okay, Sing, Sing, Sing by the Benny Goodman Band, coming up. Starts with some drum beats. This makes me feel like shoulder movements. Oh, okay. If you want to start with shoulder movements, that's good. Here we go. Now moving the pelvis. Let's do a dance with the feet. Anything you want. You can kick them. See, I'm incorporating the arms too. Improv. Anything you want. It can be small movements or big movements. Stand here. Keep going. You can stop anytime you want, but I'd like you to keep going. Listen to the music. Woo! I might need a drink of water. So I'm going to give you 2 more selections. Okay. Yeah, you can tell I love to dance, right? I love to move. And that music, if you want to look it up, that's called Sing, Sing, Sing. And you look for the Benny Goodman version. Okay. I want to give you another one before we have to sign off in a couple of minutes. Okay. This one's a little bit quieter. Quiet, Miss Pamela. It's Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande, Rain on Me. Now, probably in a few years, they'll say that some of the greats included these 2 individuals, but at this point, they're pop artists, right? Okay, a little bit of Rain on Me. Move. You can sit down and move. You can be on the floor and move. You can stand up. Anything you want. This is my improv. That's from another lesson. Oh boy, short and sweet, but you can get any of this music All right. Very short, but I'm going to use Come Alive from The Greatest Showman. And then we'll end. All right. Keep it going if you can. Stay on if you can. Yeah. Think of the different things you can do. Yep. Rip. On. Okay. You know, I could improv all day, but we only have a short session. So I wanted to thank you all for joining in with me today, exploring a little bit of jazz dance. If you got some of the vocabulary, that's good. If you need to practice more of it, you can go back and watch this again and practice the particular steps. But what I wanted to show you is jazz dance is fun. It has a history, and you can take a break from your day anytime and have fun with jazz dance improvisation. So thank you so much. Take a nice deep breath and exhale. And whatever you have to do next, you can think about that in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and thank you for joining me today.